This is for you if you are an online entrepreneur or coach who is tired of all the racket and all the strategies and feeling like all the other coaches may have figured it out, but somehow you haven't, even though you've done all the things that all the experts say you need to do, building an email list, doing marketing campaigns, doing funnels, all the things, but you feel like it just doesn't bring you a whole lot of joy. And what you really want to be doing is working with clients and really elevating your clients so that they're operating at higher levels and achieving higher levels, not only of success, but of satisfaction in every area of their life. So what I want to share with you is how elevating how you are being will attract your dream clients to you with much more ease than doing all the things, going through all the motions, and beating yourself up because you're not maybe quote unquote doing it right. So a lot of times what happens in entrepreneurship is there's this process, of course, in the beginning of learning, but then after you've learned and you've got your strategy down, if you're still operating from a place of a bit of insecurity, of thinking that you still need to do something different, you still need to tweak something, and all these other experts have the answer and you don't, and so you end up on the cycle of chasing the next strategy or just continuously tweaking your strategy, which really is an addiction and just keeps you disconnected from your purpose, because your purpose is not here to tweak a strategy. Your purpose is to be serving your clients and your family and your community and the world at much higher levels. And that happens when you're deeply connected and trusting and operating your business from a different space. So that is the how you are being that needs to be tweaked so that you can be serving at higher levels and really operating at higher levels. And what happens when you do that is not only are you attracting higher level clients who are wanting to pay a higher investment to work with you, but you're also noticing that you're creating more space, you have more freedom, you have more fun in your business. And also outside of your business, that the activities that you're engaging in outside of your business, instead of feeling like you need them in order to just decompress because you're so stressed and you're so exhausted and you just want to grab a glass of wine or watch a different show, what you're noticing is when you're really connected to your purpose, the activities that you engage in outside of your business are also feeding that purpose. Because what you're doing is you're elevating your consciousness in every area of your life so that you don't need to disengage and just check out and take the steam off and all the reasons that we think we've created for what needs to happen when we're done with work. Because work, there's this dominant narrative of work, is hard and it's sacrifice and it's exhausting and it's stressful. And at the end of the day, we need to just turn off. And that's not true. When you're operating from a place of purpose and genius and really connected to that inner guidance within you, work gets to be ease. It gets to be joyful. It gets to be a place of really higher level service, which feeds you instead of takes away from you. So at the end of the day, you're still energized and you are wanting to engage in activities that continue to feed you. So that could be going for a walk. It could be having a conversation with your partner. It could be playing games with your family. It could be going for a hike in nature. All those things are, and all those things are being done from a place of mindfulness and higher level consciousness so that it is feeding you and feeding that connection with creativity and spirit and inner guidance instead of disconnecting you, which sets you up to continue that cycle the next day of chasing something outside of you to give you something that only you can give. And a lot of times in entrepreneurship, this is the chase of seeking external validation, of needing a certain number of followers, needing a certain number of people on your email list, needing a certain level of income to prove you're worthy, to prove you're valuable, to validate you, when really it's opposite. It needs to be inside out instead of outside in, so that you come from a place of value and worth and validation, and you're sharing that with the world, and the world is just a reflection of that to you, so that of course you're receiving well in your business and working with amazing clients because it's a reflection of what you believe about you. And so how you shift that is to think about How are you being in your business? What is the dominant narrative that you're believing in your business? What are the dominant beliefs that you are perpetuating consistently and cultivating? And how are those beating you up, or are they filling you up? Because a lot of times what happens with measurements is they're used as tools to beat you up instead of tools to fill you up. And so the difference could be, measuring, a certain status in your business. And if you don't meet it, you beat yourself up. Versus maybe what you're measuring is, how am I being? Did this bring me energy? Did this bring me joy? How did I, serve that client today? And was I, connected to spirit and source and creativity as I was serving them? Was I a clear channel for my client so that I wasn't bringing any of my stuff to them, was really allowing them the space to explore and to excavate and to discover what they need instead of coming from a place of ego and me telling them what I think they need, which is, again, that's the outside in, having to prove yourself or prove that what you're doing is worthy instead of knowing your client has the answers and you're there to help them uncover those and trust in those and build that trust in themselves so that they can run their business from a place of ease and joy and freedom as well. So again, it's about how you are being every moment of every day, not only in your business, but also in your relationships with your partner, with your family, with your community, with yourself, how you're treating yourself, and know this is your life. So how you're being in every moment is what you're building and creating. So do you want to build and create more joy and more freedom and more energy, more trust, more creativity? Or do you want to continue to build from a place of fear and scarcity and doubt, which keeps you on that cycle of chasing and never measuring up and always beating yourself up because you're never measuring up, which puts you back on the cycle of searching for more strategies and more programs instead of really stopping and asking yourself, how can I bring a higher level of consciousness to my business? And what does that look like? And what is the energy of who I want to be? How is that energy supportive of my growth, of giving me more life, giving me more energy, bringing me closer to all that I desire, and being really an expression of my purpose? And as you make that change, of course, your external world changes to reflect that back to you. So if you are in a place where you want to do your business differently, but you're just not quite sure what it is that needs to change, and you're kind of over all this chasing and figuring it out and really want to slow down, go within, and really operate your business from a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of energy, more joy and more freedom, and a higher level of service to your community and to your clients and to your soul, reach out to me. I would love to work with you. And really going through, I have a process I go through with my clients called Evoke that really helps get to the core of what's running you. And oftentimes that is exactly what's blocking you from experiencing higher levels of expression and freedom and creativity and ease. And really what happens when you uncover that and then release it and then connect with what is true, your inner guidance system, then you get to operate from a much more expressive and expansive place, which of course allows you to breathe, allows you to serve, allows you to play, allows you to feel this is what you're here to do. And of course you are made for this. And of course you don't have to prove anything through what you're doing because it is an expression of who you truly are. And that is in every area of your life, not just your business. So can't wait to hear from you, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. All right, talk to you soon.